Welcome back to Great Day. When it comes to storm damage, even if your roof was damaged during severe weather, insurance might not cover it if you haven't been keeping up with maintenance. Many homeowners have no idea what shape their roof is in until they have a problem. Whether you need a whole new roof, repairs, or a routine check, our next guest can help protect your assets and avoid more costly repairs down the line. Joining us to share how they can help provide that line of defense are Jonathan Davis and Colin Snell with Adams Roofing. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Jonathan, your job at Adams Roofing is one of those things that can help remove a lot of headache for people. You deal with insurance companies.
Yes, ma'am.
After the storm, I remember, like, which storm? The couple of storms that we had last year, people were like, well, it was definitely damaged during the storm, but the insurance company is denying me. You can help renegotiate that.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. And that's really when our job actually starts at Adams Roofing, is when homeowners get that initial denial or partial denial where they extend coverage for a few shingles, a few vents, what have you. That's when my job actually begins. We take comprehensive photo reports, we show what damage is actually on the property or what happened during the storm, and we can communicate back to those desk adjusters and have that conversation back and forth on behalf of the homeowner, as we are the experts in that area.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And another thing we need to understand is that, because the roof is oftentimes out of sight, out of mind, like I mentioned, until we have a big problem. Sometimes with insurance companies, they'll say, but you haven't been keeping up with maintenance. That roof was pretty damaged before the storm ever came along, so they can end up in a denial situation, which is the reason why maintenance is important, and we'll get to that in a second. Yeah. Colin, you handle a lot of the training for the new representatives and stuff, and of course, training is crucial to doing good business.
Absolutely, yeah. We get new reps in all the time who need to learn the way that we do business, specifically as a company, not just as a roofing contractor, but as Jonathan mentioned, being able to shepherd those homeowners through the claims process, because the average homeowner is only going to file a claim once every 10 to 20 years. I don't know about you, but whenever I do something only once every 10 to 20 years, I may forget how to do it. So.
Yeah. Well, the process is hard. And we can hand it over to you. It's like, thank you for that right there. We haven't even gotten the roof checked yet. And they already are. Yeah. Okay. Houston weather. It's just a matter of not if, but when that roof is going to be compromised. The environmental impact on a roof is we have extreme temperatures, hot, cold, humidity, hurricanes, tornadoes, derechos, which none of us knew what a derecho was until like last year, right? Yes, but what are some of the signs that your roof might need attention? And by the way, we probably shouldn't get up there and try to look for it ourselves.
No, absolutely. We always discourage homeowners from getting on their roof. I mean, slopes of roofs, they can look safe until you get up there, you get granule loss and you start slipping and it becomes a dangerous situation quickly. Yeah. So always have a professional come out. As far as symptoms and signs, whenever you look at your roof, especially in the late afternoon, early morning, you may see some shining, which is fibers coming through. A lot of that is wear and tear, granule loss. That lets you know, like, hey, either we're underventilated or maybe the roof is just getting old. The national average of a roof age is about 17 to 18 years. In Houston, that is cut down to about 12 to 13 because of our extreme weather that we get and the humidity. And yes, ma'am.
I've walked up to houses before and I could see, without getting on the roof, I could see that there's curling on the shingles around the roof. That's the sign.
Curling, cracking, any reflective shining, fibers showing through, and things that you can't see, like around pipe jacks, around vents, cracks, the brittleness of the silicone around the pipe jack itself breaking down and creating holes into the attic. All types of things that you can't see until you're really there. And so getting a professional up there and getting a professional opinion is always what we encourage.
You mentioned holes into the attic. So the problem with that is water is sneaky, as we know, and oftentimes that leak, it's been doing its thing for a while before we even notice. So another thing is to look for is, like, if you're in the attic, I've seen before where there's like mold or water line marks, and so the insulation has absorbed it, right?
Yeah, I mean, many other trades that are involved in building a home, such as plumbing and HVAC, require ventilation through the roof. And that's where we get our most common leak areas. So, if you're able to get in your attic during one of these April showers and just take a look around any of the penetrations in the decking, it's never a bad idea to take a look, see if you see any water coming in.
Yeah, hurricane season starts June 1st. Of course, your roof needs to be together all the time, but June 1st, and so get ahead of the game if you can. You all have various services, residential, commercial, and then the roof maintenance packages. And again, that maintenance is key because that way you can extend the life of your roof, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's exactly right. Good. So one of the best things that we can do is provide a roof maintenance package. We come out, let the homeowner know, hey, there's nothing necessarily wrong with your field shingles or the ridge caps, but there may be these small issues that could lead to leaks soon, like exposed nails and flashing, vents, pipe jacks. Like I mentioned, that brittleness in the pipe jacks, the silicone boot, we can take those off, replace them. Like you mentioned earlier, carriers do not cover wear and tear in your policy. Okay, so you have to take care of that wear and tear, and the way you do it is through roof maintenance packages and regular inspections, like once a year or once every year and a half, and we're happy to provide that.
Yeah, and there's the roof itself, but then there's those other things like the gutters. I mean, how many times would it'll be raining and you're like, why is the water splashing off way over there when your gutter probably has a problem, right?
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure that water's draining properly and getting away from the home as quickly as possible. Gutter service is something that we offer. As soon as we put the new roof on, we can have a gutter crew come out and install all new seamless gutters to the home, and it really is like the cherry on top.
Yeah, and also the cherry on top is who is installing and the level of skill that they have.
That's right.
You all are what we call, is it GAF Master Elite Contractors? What does that mean?
Yeah, I'll let Jonathan speak to that.
Yeah, so being a GAF Master Elite Contractor, it is an extremely high level of certification with GAF, who's the largest manufacturer of shingles in the world. And what that means is not only do they back their product, but they back Adams Roofing and our labor as well. So God forbid something happens to any of us at any point in time. If we install a full GAF system on your roof, GAF comes behind us and says, hey, here's a 25-year workmanship warranty.
Wow.
If there's anything wrong with the install labor, anything that happened from Adams Roofing, and there's an issue that we can prove, we will cover that. And not only that, GAF also offers a unlimited wind speed warranty on their field shingles that we install. And what that means is whether it's 60 miles an hour or 200 from a tornado, even named storms, they're the only manufacturer in the U.S. that offers those unlimited wind speed warranties for named storms. And of course, we get tropical storms, hurricanes, barrel. GAF covers those storms, whereas other manufacturers don't, and that's why we've partnered with them.
Yeah, that's great to know. All right, the area that you serve, because we certainly know the Houston area and all the, Harris County and all the other counties around is a wide area. Where do you serve?
Yeah, we serve the entire Houston area. We're doing a lot of work in Houston right now, the Woodlands, Katy, Sugar Land, and we have a lot of business happening out in Port Arthur right now, East Texas, close to the border. But if someone needs help and it's serious enough, we'll take care of it. We'll get out there.
All right. Thank you very much. Adams Roofing has a special offer for Great Day viewers. The first 25 callers to mention Great Day Houston will receive $1,000 off any non-insurance roof replacement. To schedule a service today, call 832-353-1402. Again, that number is 832-353-1402. You can also request a free quote online at adamsroofinghtx.com. And as a side note, this is the time of year many people start putting their homes on the market. The house with a nice roof can oftentimes get a better price than the house with a damaged roof. And by the way, there can be some issues there, because if you don't have a good roof and you say, hey, we'll just let the buyers take care of it, the new buyers take care of it, there's insurance issues there.
Absolutely. Once your roof gets into that 10 to 12 year range after that, a new homeowner coming into that roofing situation is going to have a very difficult time getting coverage now from the carriers. And so on the seller side, not only does that give you a value add, but on the buyer side, it gives them peace of mind that, hey, I can step into this house and get coverage immediately, and the proper coverage that will help cover the entire home.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.